Well, our round trip went pretty well.
Back where it all started. Oh, he's not dead? I guess we didn't kill him. Okay.
No.
This is the worst aquarium I've ever been to.
The way that everyone looked like they're made of tinted glass in this lighting is kind of a weirdly cool stylistic choice, or... I don't know if it's a choice, but yeah. I'm kind of into it.
Look, cop. The girl's my leverage against Wong. She's a wild card. He doesn't know what she knows or what she'll do. As long as
and that's why he gave her a gun.
The old man needs to play ball with the Golden Kane.
Which means what?
We give him Tico, and he gives us a slice of Hong Kong.
You are even dumber than I thought. You think he'll just hand you the car keys in return for Tico?
He's a man of honor. He says he believes in the old ways.
He put a bullet in his daughter. How honorable is that? Let me guess. He set the time and place for the drop and wants you to deliver Tico personally.
No!
I set it up, in fact.
I saved this for you.
He was like, you want to meet at... Oh, wow, those fingernails. God. That's a terrifying texture.
He's been in some rough times lately, man.
I saved this animated guy of this text conversation I had.
Excuse me, hold on 1 second.
Chop the head off first.
I mean, there's been a whole discussion of GIF and GIF.
This is the first time, Tail.
That'll keep Tico safer.
Maybe I've just repressed it if you've done that before.
Sing tight. I know every corner of that hole. I'll call you with the exact location.
So, we've convinced him to change the location of the drop to Kowloon, which, if you're not familiar, is the sealed city that used to be in China. Is like walled off from the rest of the world. So now it's just like kind of half destroyed. It's a very cool setting for this.
Isn't it also one of those cities that's kind of like a favela where like houses are built on top of each other?
Yeah, it's all vertical because it was just this very small enclosed space that people lived in.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I don't give a damn.
I mean, in the game, not in real life. That sounds like a horror to
Right.
It's a cool setting for, like, a shootout,
Oh,
not
Dubs!
for a living scenario.
Right. That's why no one lives there anymore.
Except for gangsters.
It's true. So now,
God.
we gotta get to the drop point without anyone noticing. And we're gonna look cool doing it.
Real inconspicuous. I really just wanted him to continue sliding. Are there Game Genie codes for this?
No. Not as far as I know. And if they did, I only want it to be like Big Head.
I assume the whole level was you gonna be chasing this guy who was running backwards through a maze.
No, because we gotta have one of these again. Also, you'll notice that our hair is different because we were in the rain.
I was just gonna say, I really like that fucking messy-ass 7th grader had to make it to class.
It's a good touch.
We've gotta murder all these riddlers.
He put off his backpack before coming into the shot.
That guy went crazy.
Oh no, we just shot all the villains in Roger Moore's Bond movies.
Anyways, another seamless cut because this part's pretty hard. Like,
How do I get on this thing?
just navigating the multiple floors and everything and having to handle enemies on different planes. It's a little tough in this game. And you're not given, like, a lot of supplies to work with, but we do have a golden gun. Might as well take advantage of that.
So do you think Gungrave would have been better or worse if John Woo had worked on it?
Oh, that depends. I don't know. I mean, it's a game that already has a lot of style.
Right. We all know that he's working on Gungrave Gore, the soon-to-be-released sequel.
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you think a John Woo VR game would be like?
A
Nauseating.
nightmare.
A fucking nightmare. A living fucking nightmare.
I think it would make everyone sick. Because there would be like a button set to do the slide, the classic jump slide, and it would just, like, fuck with your field of vision 1,000,000%.
Every time you would shoot, a bunch of doves would pop into your eyes.
Oh my god. You could actually hide a dove in your VR headset.
He will be the first band to undercrank the shit out of a VR.
You would have to do both the head tracking and the motion controls with the controllers of slamming a tequila fizz and fucking downing it in one go.
Oh, hell yeah.
And actually, the game only starts if you actually have a bottle of tequila.
Right.
It comes with a blood alcohol meter.
Yeah, like one of those breathalyzers, but it has to be above, like, 0.2 or whatever.
You know, like the breathalyzers they have in cars that you have to breathe into in order for the car to start? Same
Right.
with VR. You looked so
Wow.
terrified for a second there.
Yeah, I think Agent 47's really lost his touch.
It was like, oh no, what did I get myself into?
Well, I mean, you see, you know, Inspector Tequila just jumping around all willy-nilly and shooting at you. It's a little intimidating.
I mean, it was more Tequila running backwards and finishing his reloading, and the closer he got to reloading, he was just more like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh fuck, I'm out of
Oh
time.
boy.
It's not that. That guy just forgot his anxiety meds today.
So, is, like, a raid fight in an MMO, is that, like, the closest thing we have to, like, playing a game where you are the enemy? Like, is that, like, a Muso game where you're the enemy soldier?
Where you're the 10,000 mooks?
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyways, welcome to the next area. Things are gonna get a little tricky around here. So you have a thing that you can shoot up there and it drops a bunch of exploding barrels. They don't explode when they hit the ground.
Well, of course not. They haven't been shot. And that's the only thing that activates.
Right, you then have to shoot them. But, like, they're behind a wall, so realistically it's just easier to, like, you know, shoot the guys. Anyways, golden gun there, I'm not gonna use it.
Because you already used it?
Well, no, I mean, I just don't need that one. Like, for the fights we're going into, I want to be able to be inaccurate and still have a gun.
Sherps, I have a question. Can you barrage the golden gun?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's just like the normal pistol one, though.
Oh, so it isn't like just a bunch of one-shot kills all over the place?
No, I don't think so. I think barrage just works differently. So this is also where you got to be careful, because anything that isn't like a nut shot, like right on the nuts, or a headshot, oh my god, will not kill the snipers, and so the snipers can have a second chance if you're not careful with making sure you get a lethal shot on them.
Chow Yun-Fat has become a golem.
That's another classic John Woo movie signature, where the main character melts in with the earth itself.
It's symbolic, you know, of, like, symbolism and stuff.
Right, it's alchemy.
Yeah.
I love the grenades in these games, because as soon as they hit someone, they immediately explode, but if they don't, they have like a timer.
You remember that moment in Face Off where Nicolas Cage did like the shark face and then he started like melting into the ground?
I do remember that. That was crazy.
He does the shark face and then he anamorphs into a shark.
What's weird is it turns out that wasn't special effects. That was just like he had trained for that role.
So, like, do you think if they made a Face-Off 2, like, the logical conclusion is, like, Nicolas Cage, like, swaps faces with, like, a bear or something?
Oh, maybe.
No, I think one of them would be a fat guy.
Okay. But, like, there are, like, 7 different face swaps in that movie.
Oh, I see. And then you gotta put them all back together by going in reverse.
And, one of them's a swordfish.
Like, how about this, guys? Nicolas Cage and Kevin James as the famous face-offs.
Oh, wow. Okay, so in this section, you can see there is an origami crane, like, floating in the air, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to push this this like wall piece over, and I don't figure out how to do it, but I spend about a minute trying and using all of my ammo, and I cut all that out. It'll happen in a bit. I just want you to know ahead of time why I'm focusing on this fucking pillar.
So, you know, like, John Woo, like, took the third movie in a franchise, and, you know, he did his own thing with it, with,
it was Mission Impossible 2, so it was the second one, but alright, continue
with Mission Impossible 3, the one that John Woo did. So, I think you should do the same for the Paul Blart franchise. I think that he, like, just bringing the John Woo-ness would really, like, liven it up.
Oh, and just like Mission Impossible 3, the main villain in Paul Blart 3 should be Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Watch out, that thing can hit you and it'll do damage. It's like a little jump scare for you. So here's the shootout of the level.
Where the hell are you?
Center courtyard, make it fast. Be careful. Dragon Claw thugs
Who's
are
young?
He's the other guy. He's the guy we're working with now.
Oh, he's
The one who currently has Tico.
He's the guy who looks like a Saints Row character.
Big man on campus.
So, start out, we gotta get that guy right in the eye.
So, you go to a Kowloon to, like, assassinate this gang, right? Why do you dress in, like, your fanciest suit possible? Are you just ready to die? Do you just, like...
It's just like a leather jacket. It's not that fancy. Oh, you mean these other guys?
Yeah. They're all dressed like they're ready to, like, get in the coffin, like,
They
after
all...
this.
No, they are all dressed like they got invited to prom and then somebody left them.
Well, I think the situation here is like, you know, they talk about how Jimmy Wong is like a man of the old ways, so he believes that everyone should be sharp-dressed, ready for an assassination.
I mean, imagine if you showed up in that kind of suit and just be like, hey, I was the one that killed Tequila and I looked like a fucking gem doing it. Come on, man.
Right. Or it's like, you think a guy who dresses like this could have killed Tequila and then someone else gets to take the credit for it.
But they get blood all over their nice green suits. It's definitely gonna show.
That's only because I shoot them. Well, then maybe they shouldn't get shot. You know what? I'll say it. Here's one more for the road.
Ooh, this is gonna be one funny funeral.
He died with his eyes crossed, so they can't have an open casket funeral.
Right. Oh god! I don't know what it is about this level and melding me into the environment.
Meld into me!
It might just be because, you know, Midway was dying, they weren't able to, like, UA this shit that well.
Right. They're like, oh, shove him into the wall, that's fine.
I mean, like, that argument would make sense if the Wheelman wasn't the perfect video game.
Yep, nothing wrong with Wheelman.
Go on.
What's great about this game is it comes with a trailer for Wheelman on it.
Ooh, ooh.
Really banking on that video game to save
You're
them.
gonna show that off, right?
No, this is about John Woo.
It would be
here.
so good if, like, there's, like, a level at a movie theater and the only thing that they play on the big screen is just a trailer for the Wheelman.
Oh, that would be cool.
And Chow Yun Fat is like, wow, video games have come so far.
It's like when in Final Fight Streetwise, they have a movie theater where they only show some lips. This advertising the newest Capcom game.
I'm trying to shoot this one off while rockets shoot at me. And you know what? I don't have my priorities in check. That's why I changed my mind. Look, I'm greedy. First thing you should know.
It's so weird that this game has has like 4 weapons and you can't carry them all at the same time.
Yeah, well...
That's just how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like with Halo, there's like at least 9 or 10 weapons.
Yeah.
Like, this game has such a limited pool, like, it doesn't even make sense to restrict you.
Well, let me tell you, we're gonna get a new gun at the end of this level.
I mean, in Halo, like, the game was also kind of designed around it, and other shooters didn't really take that design ethos in place. They just kind of put the restriction on there because it's the trend, you know, because Halo did it.
Yeah, these guys got rocket launchers, and let me tell you, when they die, they let go of them.
Oh!
Yeah, now you're seeing what I'm putting down. That's right, we're gonna steal their suit.
Are there any cool codes to get, like, neat costumes for,
No.
Oh.
There are no codes.
This game seems like it should have a lot of codes in it.
You can buy a lot of, like, stuff, like concept art, but they don't let you buy alternate outfits for Chow Yun Fat.
I thought you were gonna say there was like fucking costume DLC for Stranglehold.
God, I
Right,
wish.
you get, like, some really good two-piece bikinis for Chow Yun Fat.
Hell yeah, Chow Yun Fat in a cowgirl outfit.
There are costumes for the multiplayer, like, you can play as John Woo in the multiplayer.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, John Woo in a cowgirl outfit.
Okay, he can jump and do the dive, but he cannot get back up afterwards. Also, every time he shoots a gun, he says, "Hi, I'm John Woo, welcome to my game."
That's his kill quote.
You disappoint me, Youngie. Changing the location on such short notice. I wonder if you trust me.
No.
Like a father, Wong.
Then take a father's advice. You
This is a bad neighborhood. You're hanging with the wrong crowds.
Take a father's advice. Why aren't you married yet? I want to be able to see my grandchildren, which I will kill.
conduct, that you'll run an honorable business that we can both be proud of.
Can we cut the crap and get this done? My suit is getting wet.
And it disintegrates in the rain.
Girl first.
So you can blow a brain.
We gotta keep this T for teen.
Honor sometimes requires that bad blood be drained.
You think
This guy looks like
would agree?
Stan Lee a little bit.
He's no longer a concern.
You say that like you believe it.
God, what if in the Spider-Man video game, like, there's just a tiny mob boss Stan Lee? That would be so good.
But you're dead.
For just 1 minute.
And all you had to do was show up on time. It was a simple plan.
Your plan has failed, gentlemen, and I have the prize.
Oh my god, who doesn't have a gun? Tico pulls out her gun.
Why does Young want to shoot John Woo? Or, I mean, Inspector Tequila?
He's just, he's just keeping all of his, he's just keeping everything in check.
He wants to shoot John Woo because he is his creator and he has put him in this fucking mess. He wants to kill God.
If Tequila betrays him, he's got to be ready to shoot back.
Does that car have 4 fucking exhaust pipes?
Maybe.
It goes very fast.
Oh no, this isn't fuel efficient!
Oh no.
We'll never catch him this way. And so, we reach the final confrontation.
Okay, how much
next
could that
time.
stuff have cost? Like, nobody was using it.
I mean, you were in the walled city and, that kind of fallen architecture, maybe it's good that he does destroy it all because then they can actually build new stuff on it, you know?
Huh.
It's got historic value.
Yeah. It really makes you think.